Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Pratiwi, and today I want to discuss the topic about communicative language teaching and community language learning. Alright, definition of community language learning is a language teaching method which involves psychological aspect and students work together to develop what skills of a language they would like to learn. Moreover, community language learning is one kind of method in a language learning where the learners become members of community. Their fellow learners and the teacher to learn through interaction with members of the community. Learning is not a view as an individual accomplishment, but as something that is achieved collaboratively. Next, the principle of community language learning. First, language is for communication first and foremost. Second, teacher must build a relationship with the student from the outset. Third, explain each task so that students don't feel threatened in any way. Fourth, interaction among students is desired so teacher can stand at back of room. And the fifth, the teacher can translate and chant to help students. Sixth, time activities and remind students when only a short time remains. Seventh, students are invited to talk about how they feel. The strengths and weaknesses of community language learning. The strength of community language learning. First, most of students were active in teaching and learning process because community language learning method give more opportunity to speak during the activity in the class. Second, the students were interested because they could comprehend the material given by the teacher. Third, applying community language learning method is able to develop the students' social skills and teaching learning process, which makes them have self-esteem to show their ability in using English. Fourth, applying community language learning methods helps students to solve their problems in learning because they share with their friends in pair or in a group. The implementation of community language learning, the teacher reads the story in its time to the class follows along with their own copies. The teacher brings the class together in a circle. The teacher chooses a student and stands behind him or her. The teacher starts the activity by asking what is the first lobito does on the account. The student makes a statement about the story in Spanish by answering the question. Her or she may answer, the lobby wants chaperone. The teacher repeats the statement the student made in English. See baby wolf takes a bath. The student repeats the statement in English. Baby wolf takes a bath while the teacher records it either on audio or video cassettes. The teacher moves on to the next student who is asked to respond to the story. After all the students have had a turn at speaking, the teacher and student listen to the tape together and make a list of new vocabulary. The students learn in both English and Spanish. Students take home both the tape and the written vocabulary from the board. Alright, communicative language teaching is a language teaching method that emphasizes communication as the main goal of learning. In this method, students are focused on learning the language by engaging in actual social interaction such as conversation, presentation, and discussion. CLT considers that communicative skills or listening, speaking, reading, and writing are competencies that must be developed in language learning. CLT also emphasizes the development of language skills holistically, that is by developing all communicative skills simultaneously and interrelatedly. Therefore, teachers provide realistic and fun communicative situations for students so that students can learn and apply the language learner in real-life situations. Principle of communicative language teaching. Make real communication the focus of language learning. Provide opportunity for learners to experiment and try out what they know, as well as provide opportunities for learners to develop both accuracy and fluency. Link the different skills such as speaking, reading, listening together since they usually occur so in the real world. The strength communicative approach is much more people-oriented because it is based on pupils' needs and interests. Communicative approach seeks to personalize and localize language and adapt it to interests of pupils. Meaningful language is always more easily retained by learners. Seeks to use authentic resources and that is more interesting and motivating for children. The weaknesses of CLT, it pays insufficient attention to the context in which teaching and learning take place. The communicative approach often seems to be interpreted as if teacher understand the student will have good communication, but native speaker of the target language can have great difficulty understanding students. Another the weaknesses is that the CLT approach focuses on fluency but not accuracy. The approach does not focus on error reduction but instead creates a situation where learners are left using their own device to solve their communication problems. Thus, they may produce incoherent, grammatically incorrect sentences.